The intermediate trick, paws up and push for one body length. Our objective is to build the dog's understanding of paws up on an object and to extend that to pushing the object for one body length. Please be aware that this trick is not suitable for all dogs, and consult your vet or physiotherapist or chiropractor if you have any doubt about your dog's capacity to perform the trick safely. The prerequisite is that your dog can happily and reliably do paws up on a stationary object and that he understands targeting. For this trick, you need an object which must be higher than your dog's withers to a maximum of 500 mm. It should be able to be rolled with a moderate level of ease on the surface on which you are working or competing. You can support the object for safety and stability, but you cannot initiate its movement. The dog, not the handler, must propel the object forward. To start, do a reminder of paws up on your stationary object. Experiment with different objects to find which one best suits your dog in terms of height and weight or sturdiness, having regard to his size and exuberance, and the ease with which it rolls on different surfaces. You may choose different objects for use at different venues, for example, whether on grass or cement. This one is too low for her. The next two have good height, weight, and mobility. Before introducing your dog to the object, decide where you will stand relative to it and to the dog, and how you will control movement of the object. Depending on the exuberance of your dog, consider how close you position him to the object. Less distance will normally reduce the momentum created when he puts his front paws up on it. Standing in front and controlling movement with a foot against the barrel. Standing at the side and using knees or foot to control movement. Practice the dog mounting and dismounting the unstable object a few times to build his confidence. You can cue your dog to jump down calmly, to jump up again, and you can assist him to dismount safely. When starting movement, work in small increments and maintain control of the object with your foot, hand or knees to manage the speed with which it moves. The handler using their knees to limit the rate of movement. Standing in front, using a foot to allow but limit the rate of movement. Reward frequently for each small movement and work out the best position for reward delivery, for example, the dog's head level, high or low. If the reward is too low, she tends to go down onto her elbows. While always ensuring safety, let your dog experiment with what he needs to do to move his front feet and back feet in this new context and to earn the mark and reward. Work in small but progressive increments to build your dog's understanding and confidence, as well as his physical capacity for this trick. Gradually increase the dog's ability safely to roll the object with less reliance on you. In addition, build the distance covered. Pulling it all together, the key elements of the trick. For the setup, your dog will be in a stand close to the object, which is higher than his withers but to a maximum of 500 mm. You may be in any position and may secure or stabilize the object, but not facilitate its movement. You may use a verbal cue and/or hand signal to cue the dog to place his front feet up onto the object. He may lift up one paw at a time or both simultaneously, but his hind feet will remain on the ground. He will then cause the object to move for one body length. You can use a mat on the ground to help the object move freely. The judge will indicate when one body length distance has been covered. The handler will then release the dog or lower his front paws to the ground. This is part of the trick as well. It is sound practice to stabilize the object as your dog dismounts. Here are some examples of the intermediate trick, paws up and push for one body length.